Tonight, the search for a missing female hiker in the North Georgia mountains and a person of interest.
We began to get several phone calls to the tip line describing the man they saw walking with Meredith and trying to engage her in conversation.
White male, weathered, toothless, had a dog, drove a white van.
Very quickly, we got a call from someone who essentially said, "I know who you're looking for."
I heard the description. I heard the location, Blood Mountain, which I knew was a frequent place that he visited. I put all that together and my heart just sunk to my stomach. I said, "Oh my God, this must be Gary Hilton."
John Tabor said that he knew exactly who we were talking about. He says that he used to work for him as a telemarketer. He knew that he carried a police-style baton. He said that his dog's not named Danny, it's Dandy. And that's why he knew that it was actually Gary Michael Hilton.
Tabor said that he was a survivalist, he was a hiker, and he lived in the forest in his van.
He had said that Hilton liked to frequent national parks. He knows that he drives a white van because he bought it for him. He actually provided us with the tag number for the van. At that point, we were able to pull a driver's license photo of Gary Michael Hilton.
Within minutes, they had a photograph of him, and it was blasted everywhere.
We now have a name and a picture.
They are looking for Gary Michael Hilton. He's 61 years old.
One of the most unsettling details Tabor relayed to the GBI was the reason that Gary Michael Hilton was toothless is because he used a pair of pliers to pull out his own teeth.
Because he felt like it made him look scarier, people wouldn't mess with him. All he'd have to do is grin real big with some sharp plucked teeth and people would leave him alone.
There came a time where Hilton called Tabor. This was before everything started with Meredith Emerson, and demanded an enormous amount of money.
He threatened to kill me if I didn't give him $10,000. He said he didn't care how I got it, but that he wanted it.
Which only confirmed for Tabor that this guy was unstable and dangerous.
Whenever we found that out, the notion that this was an overdue hiker was dashed pretty quickly. We began to find out more and more about Hilton. He had not had a lot of contact with law enforcement in the past, and the contact he had was minor stuff.
A lot of the crimes that he was charged with were misdemeanors. Possession of marijuana. He set fire to something. You know, petty crimes.
He had contacts with some of the Forest Service rangers in the forest.
What you doing out here? Well, you're the fourth person that's come along. Am I? And asked me that. I guess they called you, didn't they?
We talked with them, and they described his behavior as being extremely bizarre, sometimes confrontational, because he was always camping in places that he was not authorized to camp, and they were moving him along.